You always hear when I'm making videos. When you hear me talking, you want attention. You're like, oh, Dylan's busy, let me interrupt him. Hello everyone. I wanted to make a video and I wanted to talk about types of pouring that I noticed here in the fooding area. So I've been living in the fooding area, specifically Geelong. Izzy's about to climb up. Izzy, you always hear when I'm making videos. When you hear me talking, you want attention. You're like, oh, Dylan's busy, let me interrupt him. I've been living in these areas since August, and I've noticed two types of way of pouring, and I wanted to share those two types today. So the first type is the way you see me pour, and the way that I've usually see poured. And that's just a very loose, in-the-middle pour. And the goal of this pour is to submerge all the leaves, just get them all wet, get all the flavors extracting. Really.
Chị mẹ thì là gan phia một đồ phê, mẹ là gan tấn đi phia.
As I started to go, in these months of going around different areas of fooding, the different towns and villages, and seeing different makers in different tea shops, brew tea, I started to see there's another way of pouring. And I saw one person pour it a couple months ago, and I just thought, okay, you don't really know how to pour tea. And then I saw a little bit later another person pour like this. And I was like, and this was actually in a much nicer shop, where the first guy was the friend of the boss. I was like, okay, you don't really know how to pour tea. But the second shop was, she was the boss's wife, so they, like, also the boss. They own the shop together, so I was like, okay, you should know how to pour tea. And then the third time was actually a recent tea friend I made. And what they did is they, instead of pouring in the middle, they poured on the outside, and so instead of submerging all the leaves, they actually intentionally left some leaves unsubmerged. So if the tea leaf is here, the water goes in, under, and kind of from the bottom fills the gaiwan, leaving some leaves to float. Now why is this? On the third time with my friend, I was able to ask, why is this? And he said that this is a way of pouring for maximum steeps. It's a way of slowly taking out the flavor. It's a way of slowly taking out the flavor. And so you're not going to get as much flavor on the first brew, the first few brews, but you're going to get many more steeps, so a much longer session. And then the next steep he poured, he was like, I know you like a stronger flavor, and so for this one he poured in the middle. Next time you're brewing tea, you can play with this. You can play with, I'm sure a lot of you submerge all the leaves automatically, but maybe next time you can try intentionally leaving the middle dry and playing with a much slower extraction of flavor. Till next time.